Hey, shalom, shalom, world. Just want to say Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Come to you in the mighty name of the Most High Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. Come out here bringing this word to you. I was watching Apostle Tahar the other day. I think it was yesterday or early today, and he was talking about the chip, and the chip is a real big thing, and right now they pushing this chip hard. And I heard in Maryland, after watching Apostle Tahar's YouTube channel today, I found out in Maryland, because I looked it up as well, found out in Maryland that they are starting to push for the RFID chip to be mandatory. All right, and this is the RFID chip. This is the mark of the beast. They're trying to make it mandatory in Maryland. I found that out today. All right, and that's a major prophecy. And so I want to go into the mark of the beast and get this vibe, keep pushing this vibe out there, and I want to say double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, Apostle Tahar, and the other apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. That's who gave me the true understanding. I had a little understanding, but I didn't have the understanding that I had until I ran across Apostle Tahar now, Great Millstone. So spiritually, I'm 100 with Great Millstone. So I'm gonna go into the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, which is what they're gonna try to post. They're gonna try to implement real soon. They're already doing this. It's already been implemented in different places. They're trying to get rid of the currency. The American dollar is about to crash because they're doing the inflation of the currency. And you already done had Iran kick the American dollar. China and Russia is doing their own thing. So everybody's getting away from the American currency. And so I'm gonna go to Revelations 13 and 16. And it says, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So it don't matter who you are. The Edomites, the so-called white men, your elite, the Jewish, the bankers, which are your Rockefellers, your Oppenheimers, the Rothschilds, all these elite families, they gonna push this RFID chip, and it don't matter how much money you got or how poor you are, you're gonna be equal in that day. Since everybody want equality, in that day you will have equality. It says, verse 17, it says, and no man might buy or sell, say that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So it don't even matter who it is, if it's Rihanna, if it's Gucci Man, Jeezy, Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, you can name any. I don't care how much money they got. I don't care how poor they is. You can be one of these poor jokers out here. It don't matter who they is. He gonna cause big and great to take this chip. And you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade without this chip. That means you won't be able to eat or nothing. And it's gonna be real easy for these women that's on Section 8, that's getting all these assistance from the government, who depend on the Edomite, the so-called white man. So I want to go into the meaning of this word mark. This mark is, I looked it up, is G5480. It's charagma. Charagma, which means a stamp, an imprint, an imprinted mark, a thing carved, sculpture, graven work. Followers of the Antichrist, or a brand, like they put on the horses of a Christ, like they put on a horse or a cow. And it says the followers of the Antichrist, which basically means that if you take the mark, then you rejecting the Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. You're rejecting the Father Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and His Son. Because in this mark, when it said it's a graven image or a sculpture or carving work, that means it's going to be It's going to be insidious in your skin. So it's not Christianity, all this dumb junk they got out there. They got so much garbage out there, but it's talking about this right here is going to be put in your flesh. Only thing that we can come up with that's going to be put in your flesh is this RFID chip. And this RFID chip is, it regenerates itself. It have a battery in it, but it regenerates itself. And so after I studied this RFID chip, I found out that the Bible is it's 100% correct about it, because it said it's going to put in your right hand or in your forehead. So right here and right here and right here. In order for this RFID chip to continue to work, it's got to be in a place that gets cold and hot, so the battery can recharge itself. So it's got to be somewhere to get cold and hot. And what gets cold and hot more than your hand right here or right here in your forehead? Nothing. So the Bible is 100% correct. And for you law keepers and to show you that this mark, that we shouldn't receive this mark. If you receive this mark, you go against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. I'm going to go to Leviticus 19 and 28 right quick. Leviticus 19 and 28. Let's see the law. Let's get a law right quick about making the incision in your flesh. What I say, 19:28? It says, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. Yahweh said we can't even make marks in our flesh or any imprintings. And this definitely said that it was going to be an imprinted mark, a sculptured, a carving work, a thing carved. So that means it's going to go in your flesh. And so if you put anything in your flesh or any marks upon your flesh, you are sinning against the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. So you can't take that mark. So, and then I look up, it's another mark out there that you want. Now, you don't want this mark of the beast, but it's also a mark out here that you should be seeking for. And the way to seek for this mark, you got to be rehearsing the law, statutes, and commandments. You got to be doing what thus says Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to the best of your ability. And I'm going to go to Ezekiel 9, and this mark is called Tav. Tav, T-A-V. Let me see, where I'm at. 9 and 4, all right. 9 and 4, let me see. And it says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city. Now Yahweh was talking to the angel. Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem. So that's talking about the Israelites, because we are people before we are place. And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So wherever we are, in the midst of every city that in the four corners that Yashar'Allah, Israel is scattered to, the angel is to go and put a mark upon the heads of those that's sighing and crying. Who's sighing and crying? The man out here that's teaching his word. The men that's out here that's grieved when they see these homosexuals. You watch these homosexual commercials, these idols, these people with these crosses on their neck, these 6-point stars on their neck, these crescent moons with the star in the middle, these Islamic stars, these Islamic these religions and Buddhism religions and Christianity. You got the men of Yahweh, the prophets out here are sighing and crying over these things. And this mark is Tav, T-A-V, Tav, which is HA 420, HA 42. And this mark means